Hello guys! Welcome to my lovely Woodland, a pretty spacious piece of land my husband and I bought a couple of years ago. The piece of land is located partly in the forest. There are a lot of trees, bushes, wildflowers here. And that's why I like to call it our woodland. Yeah, everything is pretty simple. This year we were going to build a proper concrete house here to be able to live throughout the whole year, but the latest events have changed our plans. You probably all know what I mean. It has become completely impossible to plan anything, anything at all. Usually I feel very peaceful while I'm here. The sound of wind, singing birds, truth be told, ruined by loud neighbors sometimes, but that's not a big deal. The incredible smell of the forest, beautiful trees. I feel it is a place of my power, and yeah, I wanted to have a house here so much. I don't know, maybe it will happen someday in a slightly or not slightly different way. I tend to keep in mind that life is unpredictable and it's important to be able to cope with it, to adapt to different things, that appear suddenly in my life, and to be flexible. I can't say it is very easy for me, but at least I'm trying. I know this place looks pretty messy maybe and abandoned right now. We still have a lot of stuff left from the previous owner here, and yeah, we have a lot of work to do. Last year we removed a lot of trees, and yeah, it was pretty epic actually. And we still have huge piles of branches and other stuff we need to get rid of. Every time I come here, I see new wildflowers and other plants appear and disappear. And yeah, that's so fascinating to see how this place lives its own life, how wild this land is. And the least thing I want to do is to change it significantly. I tend to pretend that I'm just an observer here and I'm a guest in this powerful and wild place. This old oak is the heart of this place. I think it is impossible to feel it through the camera, but it is very tall and spreading. I like its crooked branches, the color of the tree trunk, and the shape of its leaves. The oak is one of the reasons we wanted to buy this piece of land so badly. Nature is a huge source of inspiration for me. Colors, textures, shapes. I like to look closer into details, make photos of plants I like, create, some sort of an inner gallery inside of my head. It helps me a lot in my creative process. This spring, a lot of different wildflowers grew in Woodland, pretty simple and whimsical ones. It inspired me to draw a new illustration. Outskirts of Woodland look pretty nice too. It's surrounded by green meadows and forests. It is always a big pleasure for me to go for a walk here with my husband and dog or alone. Sometimes, after being surrounded by trees and noisy neighbors, it is great to see the horizon and feel more space around you. We came to visit our woodland today and it is such nice weather, the perfect weather. I like to call it hoodie weather, it is not too hot, not too cold, the ideal one. And I went for a walk and I decided to film some footages for you because I love this time of the year so much, Oh my god, there were a lizard or a snake, I don't know. Nature. Okay, I decided to film some beautiful footages for you today because I love this time of the year so much. I love the color of, the leaves on trees because it is not too dark yet, it is very light, like very light yellow color. I love it so much, and when nature awakes, it feels so fulfilling for me. So yeah, I hope so much you enjoy this video. I just wanted to chat a little bit today. I love this, spring walks. That's just perfect. By the way, guys, I have one kind of huge fear in my life. I'm afraid of snakes so much, like while filming the previous, part where I probably saw or heard, I didn't see it, but I definitely heard a lizard or a snake. I kind of behaved pretty calm because I was filming and I was trying probably to save my face in front of the camera, but to tell the truth, I'm scared to death to walk around here right now because I know there are, of course, I understand there are a lot of, animals, wild animals, but oh my god, snakes. I hate them. I'm afraid of them. And yeah, probably I should look, more carefully where I go right now. Since I took you with me on this walk, I wanted to share some of my thoughts that I have right now. I have pretty dark thoughts, unfortunately, despite being in such a nice place and despite enjoying the weather in general. Okay, the thing is, tomorrow is 9th of May and it is a very important day for all Russian people, because it is the day of the victory, which is celebrated in in the whole country and not only in Russia. And I have very dark thoughts about the way how the perception of this day has changed over time. Probably perception and the meaning on this day, general meaning on this day has changed from the day of grief, of silent grief and memory. It turned into into a way to show off military power, you know, with all the parades on the Red Square, with all the, it's like, we still can do it, we still are capable of, you know, it is not about, it seems to me, you know, of course it's just my way of, you know, of the way how I see it. It turned from the day of memory into a day of militaristic power, of showing off. And taking into account what is happening right now in Ukraine, I don't know, you probably can guess what I think about this. Sorry that I started to talk about this again. Like, I believe that I probably talked too much about, you know, Russia recently. But it all happened because of the recent events, and a lot of very frustrating and very scary things are happening right now, and of course they affect my life. I just can't not to talk about this. I can't not to think about this, you know. Okay, let's keep walking and try to think about a better future. Oh my god, I have a little friend here. Hi. Hi guys, this is going to be some sort of a bonus part of this video. Suddenly I decided that it will fit into the video pretty well, so I decided to share with you a project that I worked on last summer. And this is a book which is called Plants for Free. It looks like this. And it was written by Sharon Amos and fully illustrated by me, and I'm completely happy with this project. You can see how the book looks like. It is some sort of directory where you can find some sort of a short information about a plant and some information where to plant it, how to make more plants out of it, or how to take care of your plants. And yeah, you can find some pretty nice illustrations there. To tell the truth, it was some sort of a dream project for me, because I was hard to do the thing that I love so much, you know, that I love to draw plants, and I drew, I believe, more than 70 illustrations for this book. And yeah, it was very nice experience for me, very valuable experience for me, and the project went pretty smooth. And yeah, that was really such a nice project, and I wanted to share it with you. The most challenging part for me was the timeline. Sometimes I had to draw about, I believe 5 illustrations per day, and partly it was my mistake because I underestimated my the amount of time I needed to make rough sketches and color sketches. But in general it was such a nice project, and I'm very happy that this book is finally released, and I'm so happy that I received this copy. I received it a couple of months ago, but yeah, it was February, the end of February, and I don't know, it was pretty unsuitable to share any projects at that point. That's why I decided to do it right now. You can probably expect that my Instagram is going to be filled with the illustrations from this book. I was extremely productive last summer and I have a lot of works to show to you. And yeah, it was super great experience because even though it was pretty hard to kind of to deal with this timeline, you know, to fit into this timeline, I tasted myself, I tasted my speed of drawing, and I was really productive. Of course, it ended up with some sort of burnout in the end, but in general, yeah, it was exhausting, but pretty, I don't know, nice to understand. Even for myself, you know, I kind of found out that I am capable of very good speed. You know, I'm capable of making illustrations in a pretty fast way, and it was an interesting discovery for myself, you know, about myself. Commercial projects can provide very available and important experience for an artist, because it is most likely that when you work on a commercial project, you will have to go out of your comfort zone. Commercial projects can put you in a position where you can discover something about yourself, and commercial projects, for example, can give you some topic that you had never explored before, and it will kind of bring so much valuable experience into your development as an artist. So yeah, I really appreciate every project I worked on, and I'm so happy to see the result of my work that I see in projects. That's very great to understand that you can, you know, I don't want to say to make this world a better place by doing art, but in general it's such a nice feeling to understand that your art can be used somewhere and some people can see it, and maybe some people will have a better mood while, you know, watching on your art, or can get inspired, or I don't know. I probably went too far with philosophy. So I'm going to wrap up, and yeah, I hope so much that you enjoyed this video. I hope so much. I will see you in the next video very soon. It usually takes me a very long time to film and edit, and all these things, you know, they take really a lot of time, but I'm doing my best, so yeah. And special thank you to my wonderful patrons. I appreciate you supporting my creative journey. That's very important and very valuable for me, so yeah. See you very soon in the next video. Bye! I forgot to mention that this book, Plans for Free, is available on Amazon, and if you want to have it in your home, you can buy it. I will leave a link in the description, and yeah, it is not a kind of paid advertising or something like this. This is just the book I illustrated, and yeah, if you want to have it, you can. So yeah, that's all that I wanted to say.